Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's 11 p.m. UK time, that's 6 p.m. EST. You guys know that I'm like a night owl anyway. Last night I was up, well, last night, this morning, I went to bed at 8 a.m. this morning and I got up the day before at 7 a.m. So I did 25 hours without sleep. But I'm just used to doing that now, and that's sometimes what you have to do, guys. There's tip number one. Sometimes you have to do stuff like that when you're like trying to hit particular goals. Now tonight we're going to do a six-figure earner questions and answers sessions, and I've got Lindsay on with me tonight, and she's like she's part of LLM. She recently quit a job, and she's been crushing it recently. Really been crushing it, turning up daily, and just doing what she's always been capable of doing, guys. She's just totally focused. So we've got her on tonight. She'll tell you a bit about herself in a minute, but what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to share my screen with you. So get ready for my screen to go to infinity just for a second. I'm going to share my screen with you, and what I want you to do is I want you to head over to Lindsay's page right now. So Lindsay, Lindsay, do you want to unmute yourself and just tell us what's your actual Facebook ID? Because it's looking a bit weird on my screen. Is this your ID here? Just that?
Yes, it is. It's Lynn Moore Online, so it's Lynn Moore Online.
Okay, cool. So guys, I just want you to head over to the Facebook address you're seeing at the top here, because we're gonna run this off Lindsay's Facebook wall. And while we play some music, I want you to just answer this question for me. Who is live with us? And okay, so who is live with us, and what questions do you have tonight? I'm going to play a bit of Sean Paul while you guys give us some interaction. You know, let's see how many people are on this Hangout. There's 18 people on this Hangout, guys, so we should be getting 18 likes and comments on this particular post. So I'm going to play a song for a couple of minutes, let some more people come in, and you guys just give us some engagement. Okay, guys, keep going for us for another minute. I need you to fire us out some questions. So fire out some questions on that same thread, and we'll come back in a minute once you've given us some of your best questions. Think of anything that's been, you've been struggling with in your business, for however long. We can probably clear up the answer for you tonight on this Hangout. That's what we're here to do. So come on, give us your best questions now while the music's still playing. Also, Lindsay, this is like musical chairs right now. Also, Lindsay, if you're getting any friend requests through right now, then I'd just go ahead and accept them because there are some people who are telling me they can't post on your wall till you give them accept their friend requests. So I know that you heard that. I'm just going to keep playing the tune. So just accept all incoming friend requests. You can delete any weirdos later. There's lots of weirdos on Facebook, so just delete them later. Okay, guys. Okay. Let's get to this show on the road for a minute. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Lindsay, I think there's only one question on your wall, which is it's a good job that we've got a list of questions that I got asked earlier. Can you actually what's the first question you're coming across on your wall? You're still muted. You're still muted.
Boom. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So I got, what advice would you give to new members that are struggling to get leads? That's what I'm getting so far.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do, Lindsay, is while you go ahead and maybe give your spin on that question, I'm gonna just write something else on your wall. So you go ahead and give what you would say to that question.
So far, I know for me, I know when I first started online, like, I was having such an issue with getting leads, okay, and I was even struggling just to get one lead. So what I noticed that I started doing was providing a lot more value on my Facebook wall. And I know I share this with my new team members as well. It's all about providing value. Some of us just want to go out there and just be throwing out our links, just hoping that somebody's going to click on it. But if you're not providing any type of value or giving value back to the marketplace, then there's no reason for that person on the other side of the computer to click on your link. So as soon as I started, providing marketing tips, or even when I started sharing videos on how you can maybe generate leads, or just any type of video, like how-to video or things like that, I started getting more leads on Facebook because people found what I was posting very interesting and they wanted to know more about what it was I'm doing, or even when I show social proof as well. If you don't have any social proof, meaning like you haven't even made any sales yet, leverage the results of your team. That is a great way to start getting leads for your business. Leverage your results for yourself and leverage the results of your team. Great ways to get leads when you're first starting off as a new member inside of any business.
Nice. That was, guys. I hope tonight that you've got like pens and papers at the ready, because you can like listen to this, and by listening to it, you'll remember some stuff, but you'll forget most of it. If you're writing it down and you're going out and applying it straight after, you're gonna retain more and you're gonna get results. So yeah, they were some good ideas. Lindsay was just saying, create how-to videos, which is something I do almost daily. Just providing value, guys, providing answers. The crazy thing is in this industry, when you first come into this industry, most people's number one problem is where to get leads. Another word for leads in this industry is traffic. I prefer actually using words like how to attract the right people. I don't really like the word leads. I believe like leads is for like what you walk a dog on. We're dealing with real people. But the thing is, guys, here's the thing, right? Traffic is really, really simple. Very, very simple. Traffic is all around you. There are multiple places where you can get traffic. If you're struggling for traffic tonight, I've actually got a teaching on the YouTube channel you're on now, which shows you how you can get up to 50 free as in, not, free for free, you don't pay, highly targeted leads using LinkedIn. Getting traffic is never ever the issue. So if you're struggling getting traffic right now, check out my channel, or have a chat with Lindsay after. Lindsay's got tons and tons of ways where if you partner with Lindsay, or probably if you just go to a YouTube channel, she's got some free teachings too, but she's got tons of ways where you can like get 5, 10, 15, 20 plus leads each and every day. And it's, Lindsay, do you find now that traffic really is the easy part in your business? It's not that difficult, right?
It really is. Like I said, like at the beginning, I had no idea I was struggling, but once I figured it out, and it's really not nothing to figure out. It's basically you basically just always want to, I don't want to say train your brain, but you always want to be every single day watching some type of training, and again, always just want to be learning something so you can always give back to people. Once you start providing so much value to yourself, you look more attractive in the eyes of your potential team members. And things like that, and that's how you're going to start to get traffic. So it's been really easy to get traffic. Getting leads is very easy now, and I say that daily because it really is. I have no issue with getting leads. Very easy.
Yeah, it's really simple, and guys, depending on, what marketing you're doing, I can get anywhere up to 400 plus targeted leads per day, depending on what type of method I'm using. Traffic really is very simple, and whether or not you have zero money or whether you have unlimited money, there are solutions out there for you. What I did is I started with free Facebook marketing, and again, you can talk to Lindsay. If you don't know about Facebook graph search yet, then you need to talk to Lindsay and partner with her, because I built a 10K plus business just off free Facebook marketing. I then scaled up to paid traffic. I run a lot of solo ads right now, and with solo ads I'll get anywhere from 300 to 400 leads in a day from running a solo ad. That's people coming to my capture page, entering their details, and looking at my products, looking at what I have to offer. So, okay, I think we kind of covered the traffic question. Next question is actually from Callie, Callie's just like, and Calvin, Callie and Calvin are like a power couple inside of LLM, and they're just like, right now they're living the complete laptop lifestyle, and they came into our team and they just crushed it from day one. I think in the first couple of weeks they got like 50 people, because they know how to get leads. It's really simple. So Callie's saying, what do you do with new people on your team that are struggling with even the simplest computer skills? I have a heart for them but cannot hold their hand teaching them how to copy and paste. Go ahead, Lindsay, you go first.
Okay, so yeah, I actually had someone on my team who she joined back in March, and she had a huge list of people. She brought in over 60 people in 3 weeks inside of ILN, but a lot of her team members, they weren't really computer savvy. So what I had her to do was, since she had a good connection with her list, I had her to ask a few questions to see what they were actually struggling in. And a lot of them had issues. They didn't know how to copy and paste, or some of the simple things on Facebook, like how to tag people into posts, how to set up their privacy settings and things like that. So once I got a list of what they were struggling in, I made a video, and I knocked out all those key points, and I gave that information back to Sherry, and she passed it along to her team. So that's a great way, because that's just you doing one thing and you're just leveraging your time, but it's going to affect so many people just by making a video. And the video is maybe like 7 minutes long, but it contains so much information, and it helped them, to get where they needed to be, and it won't take that much of your time, so you're having to spend, 15 minutes per person trying to get them to learn how to copy and paste and whatever the case may be. So definitely, I'm all about doing a video, like a how-to video, and just leveraging your time better. Definitely.
Awesome. That's a better answer than I probably would have given, because this might sound, some of you guys are going to hate me for this, but these days, if somebody came into my inbox who was at that level these days, I have to be honest, I don't tend to attract that type of person anymore. I tend to attract people who are already reasonably successful marketers. But if I was in that position, I would do exactly what Lindsay says. There's this online business is all about freedom. And to be free, you've got to do things that create leverage and duplication. So basically, what Lindsay did is she shot one 7-minute video that she passed on to her team member, who can pass it on to her team members, who can pass it on to her team members, and that's what you call leverage, guys. You can, you can save yourself so much time if you make video recordings, and that was one major tip that I learned off Vincent Ortega Jr. when I joined ILN. He told me to record absolutely everything so that I could leverage myself more, and that's why I love Hangouts. I get on Hangouts and I answer questions, and then I can post this recording out to my email list, and I've got it on my YouTube channel, so I only ever have to answer these questions once, and then I can just hand out my video. I don't need to get stuck in unnecessary conversations. So yeah, definitely, if you've got people like that on your team, just do exactly what Lindsay says. Shoot a video, let them watch the video, and if they've got a few questions after the video, go ahead and answer them, but that's it. You've given them the answer in the video. All they have to do is watch the video and apply what you just told them to do, and that is the smart way of running your business. And it was actually originally Angie who got me to start working more along those lines. But when I jumped into ILN, Vincent, made me really step that up to another level. So it's just a smart thing to do. Make videos. Let's see. Have we got another question on this thread? Boris is asking, is there a good blog syndication series we can use for our blogs? Lindsay, you got any recommendations? Because I would simply say for that one, head over to Fiverr.com.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. For me, I use Facebook groups to syndicate blogs and videos. Like Ben said, you can go to Fiverr, pay someone $5, and they'll do that work for you. But just for me personally, I like to keep costs down if I can. So I'll just go and usually just go and manually post in the groups, or I might use an auto poster like Hootsuite or something like that to syndicate my information in groups. And I'll also syndicate my blog post on my Facebook wall, my fan page, and in my marketing group that I have on Facebook. So that's what I do personally.
Awesome. But I love what you just said, Lindsay, because I tell you why. Again, sometimes, and this is why it's great to have somebody else on it when you're at slightly different levels in terms of income, because what I just said was like, Fiverr is my go-to for like syndicating, but every time you syndicate something, it's going to cost you $5. Now that can be an expensive way of doing things. When you're at 10K a month, that's not really an issue, but what do you do if you're starting and you haven't got much money? Well, you just do exactly what Lindsay said. Get something like Hootsuite or something else that posts in groups. It's a very low-cost way of doing it. If you're completely broke, then I used to do it manually too. It was a pain in the ass, but I was hungry enough to get to 6 figures, so I just did what I had to do. So again, there's a solution there for whatever your budget is, which is awesome. So there really is no excuses. So, okay, that was a simple one to cover. Lindsay, can you spot the next question in there?
Okay, I think it's from Madeline. Do you have any sales techniques for closing sales with interested prospects that express excitement yet don't follow up with signing up? Did you get that?
Okay. Yeah. Go on, Lindsay. You go again.
Hmm. For
What would you
me,
do? What would
for
you
me
do in
in
that
that
situation?
particular situation, if I'm speaking to someone and they're excited about the opportunity and they ask for the information, I send them my link. But personally, I have some posture in my marketing, and I got that from Ben. I don't go after them. I put my information in there. They ask for it. I put it in there, and it's up to them to take action from that point. I know I used to, follow that same path. I'll send the link, but if they don't sign up, I'll send them a message like, "Hey, are you going to sign up?" And I remember Ben just like, kicked me in the butt, like, "No, don't do that. Have posture, be a leader. Don't go chasing people. You put it out there, and it's for them to take action." So for me, I just keep moving on. If they want to take action, they'll go ahead and sign up, and you'll get the email notification. That's how that's how I've been doing it so far, and it's been
Yeah,
working really good.
I love it. That's how a boss runs their business. That's how. Listen, guys. Seriously, I'm trying not to swear on this hangout. I'm gonna blame Angie for this. She'll kill me for this, but Angie's like really making my language like take a serious downhill slide. But guys, seriously, I am not into chasing anybody in my business. At the end of the day, my mentality is in business. I've got the answers that you need. I don't really care if you join me or not because I'm traveling and walking on the beaches of the world with or without you. So you can carry on struggling, or you can take my solution. And I don't say that in a who is this jerk kind of a way, guys. But that's the type of posture I have. If I chat to you and you're stupid enough not to take the solution, then you can stay broke because I'm going to stay eating lobster dinners while you're staying broke. It makes zero difference to me. But if you choose to take the solution, then you're going to get to six figures too. And that you've got to have posture in your business, guys. Never, ever, ever chase anybody. Once I've sent them my info, and a lot of the time these days they ask me for the info, or they just hit my inbox and say, "Give me your info." I will never, ever contact them again unless they join my business. I'll just move on. But guys, let me just share something with you. And I actually just put a video on my wall about this topic. And the video was called How to Overcome the Hidden Objection. Now, there are some times, right, when you're having a conversation and the conversation goes really well and the person seems excited and you've given them the solution, yet they don't take action. Now, here's what you can try, and I want you to go out and test this because this does work. This does work. If you get into that situation, what I will always do as standard before I end the conversation is this. I'll say, okay, Lindsay, no worries. I fully respect that you're not ready to take action on the solution that you need. Can I ask you a question? Would you mind telling me why you're not ready to solve that problem today? Now, the word why is probably the most powerful word in the human language. So I'll just say, would you mind telling me why, Lindsay, you're not ready to grab the solution with both hands? And what you'll find is the person will then give you some bullshit reason. Oh, that I swore, couldn't help it. The person will give you some BS reason why they're not ready to take action. And it's all, the first reason, 80% of the time, tends to be a lie. Don't ask me why, but it just tends to be a lie. Oh, I've got no money, or my Auntie Sally just died yesterday, or my dog just did a crap on the front lawn. They'll just come up with ridiculous reasons. I will then say to the person, okay, thanks for sharing that with me. In addition to that, is there anything else that's stopping you taking action right now? And you'll find that at that point, they will open up and tell you the real reason why they're not taking action. Now, the thing is with people, and this is just basic human psychology and people skills, and you should go out and order a book called Skill with People if you want to learn more. But the thing is this, until you know the real reason why they're not ready to take action, you can never ever get them to take action. You have to find the real pain point in their life. Without that real pain point, you've got zero chance of them ever taking action. So before you just go ahead and move on, always say to a person like that, would you mind telling me why you're not ready to grab this solution? And then just double check and say, in addition to that, is there any other reason why? If after doing that, guys, they're still not ready to join, just get the hell out of there, move on. There's so many people out there that want your solutions if you know how to market correctly. So I hope that answers that in detail. You can go to my Facebook wall and check out the video I did on that to learn more. So next question is, what strategy would you say is best for people who are not very good with computers? Lindsay, I'll let you go.
I'm going to say again, over and over again, Facebook. Facebook, 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 Facebook. Is where the people are. I mean, it's over 1 billion users on Facebook, so you have to be where the people are, in my opinion. And you really need to learn just the free methods of using Facebook and leveraging, you know, your Facebook profile and leveraging Facebook groups. Those are two of the best ways, and those are two of the ways I've been getting a lot of results inside of my current business. Even in, I think it was the month of April, my business exploded just by simply the way I posted on Facebook, using the Facebook group strategy by, you know, having a marketing group and, you know, sharing tips inside of a marketing group, and also Facebook events. And that's when my business exploded. And all three of those are very effective. They're free. But to get the most results out of them, you have to be consistent in it and do it daily. You can't take any days off. If you miss a few days, and then you're messing it up for yourself, really. So those are the for me, I would say definitely Facebook, of course. If you're first starting off, and if you're not comfortable with doing videos, then Facebook is where you need to be.
Awesome. You know, Lindsay just said as well, which I know. I've always known this with Lindsay, and you know, so Angie's known more than me. Angie's known Lindsay longer than me. The real key to Lindsay exploding recently isn't that she learned any new marketing techniques. It's the fact that she started to just turn up every single day without fail. The instant she did that, she just started exploding. Lindsay's making more sales than me right now, you know, in a business. And you know, the truth of the matter is with that is it's because, guys, I don't mind being honest with you guys. You guys know that I'm just an open person. I got a bit lazy the last couple of months. I've been traveling. I've been enjoying the good life. I'm about to relocate to the States and then the Bahamas, you know, and I've just kind of been, I've been a little bit loved up, guys. You guys know that. So but when I move in 7 days, you're going to see me get back on it. And but yeah, just turning up daily, guys, in your business, it is the only way you're ever going to get to 6 figures plus. So I would say, on top of what Lindsay just said, if you really don't have computer skills, go take a computer class. Seriously, go and take a computer class. You can't hope to be an online marketer with 0 people skills. That's like saying you want to be a brain surgeon and never learning how to operate on a brain. Come on, guys. You know, the fact is, in this day and age, there are probably YouTube tutorials on various computer skills. There's so much free information out there that there really is 0 excuse for anybody. So Chad is asking, how long would you normally build rapport with someone before you pitch your business idea to them? Lindsay, I'm just going to let you answer first all night tonight, because it makes it easier for me.
I don't pitch. I know in my conversations with people, you know, I'll ask questions. You know, I ask a lot of questions. I really want to see, you know, where they're coming from, where they currently are, what they're struggling in. Okay, and so once I get a better idea of, you know, what they're struggling in, then I might, introduce a solution, if you will. I never solely go out to pitch people. I really don't, because some people are just really happy where they are. They don't want any. They're not trying to look to purchase anything, so then that's when I'll offer them, I'll tell them about my marketing group so they can get some more tips inside of there. But I always just want to be I always want to provide a solution to those people, and just by asking a lot of questions, make the conversation more about them than it is about you, definitely. And then you'll know from that point, from the questions, when you should, maybe tell them about your current business, or if you have a solution to what they're struggling in. That's what I've been doing for like the last few months. What about you, Ben?
Yeah, again, the main thing you picked up on there, which I was going to say straight away, is I never pitch. If you're pitching, then you're being a pushy salesperson. And what you got to remember is people don't like to be sold; they like to buy. Guys, I never ever pitch. Pitching should be reserved for baseball games. I just never pitch. I hate the word, and I'm not criticizing you, Chad, at all. I'm like, trying to give you value and just trying to open your eyes to the way six-figure earners think. And in terms of building rapport, it's kind of, how long it takes to build rapport. I can build rapport with somebody inside 10 Facebook messages, and what I mean is I can meet somebody who I've never spoken to before, and inside of 10 Facebook messages I can get them to a point where they're ready to join my business. There are some people, though, who take a bit longer. I've had people who have known me for 2-3 years who have only just joined me in business, and that's the power of being consistent and staying in the game daily. But, on average, if I'm using Facebook, then if somebody's ready, then they'll be joining my business within 10 messages. My actual record for signing somebody up on Facebook was like 1 message. That was my record. So, but yeah, just build rapport quickly. It's easy to do. Like Lindsay says, you do that by asking intelligent questions. Again, I would get a book called Skill with People, and never, ever, 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 ever pitch and be pushy. It's the biggest turn off ever. It's the equivalent of, I say this a lot on Facebook, it's the equivalent of meeting a beautiful girl and saying to her, you ready to come to bed now? You would never do that. It wouldn't be the smart way to operate. So just never, ever, ever pitch. Getting people to join your business on social media really is like dating a beautiful girl or a handsome guy. You got to treat people right, and they will buy your products and join you as a leader. So Robert Ferguson is asking, what is the best way to recruit people into ILN and my primary business? So Lindsay, if you were promoting ILN and another business right now, what would be your best way of doing that?
For me, again, like I said, when I'm having conversations with people and I know that training is inside of ILN, I think it's Fraser who does the training. Really listen to that training, because it's something that I implement. It's something that I even tell my team members to implement. You still have to go and message people and connect with people. And just like how we were just telling Chad, you ask questions. Ask questions and see where they are, because some people are maybe in a particular business and they're very happy where they are, and they probably just want a solution on how to actually build that business. So then I will know that maybe ILN might be a good fit for them. Or through conversations, you might see that somebody might have left the network marketing company and they're looking to join another one. Then maybe you can tell them about your primary business only if you get permission from them to share that information with them. But you definitely just want to ask a lot of questions. You don't want to, like how Ben said, you don't want to come off as pitchy or pushy. Hey, I got this business. Ask a lot of questions. See if there's actually a need for what you have. And you can do that through messaging and asking questions.
Yeah, I'm not going to say any more on that point. I think we've kind of answered that point through multiple different questions. So I'm going to move on. Marcus is saying, since I have problems with social anxiety, don't talk with people a lot, etc., etc., and stuff, what would you recommend as an idea to talk with people as you connect with them? Most of them will go straight up in which program I'm in. I got no clue what to talk about with them. And then later on, Marcus is saying, what am I supposed to tell already connected people if they're in a program? What if they try to pitch me? Should I block them or simply try and talk with them? Well, this is what I'm going to say, Marcus. I know from talking with you on Facebook and from like seeing some of the things you put on Facebook, you've had things that have happened in the past that have kind of made you feel the way you feel. And it's easy for me to say this, and it's probably feels the hardest thing in the world for you to do. But at some point in your life, if you want to be successful, you really just have to take your fears and tackle them head on, get out of your comfort zone. And in terms of if people are pitching you, Marcus, then what that means is it means that you're not asking intelligent enough questions. If you're getting pitched at, what you really need to do is you need to get a book called Skill with People, and you need to learn how to ask better questions so that you stay in control of the conversation. That's what you need to do. So, Lindsay, would you add anything to that?
I'm just really just going to second what you're saying. You really have to just get out your comfort zone. Um, I mean, there's a lot of things like I was scared to do videos. For me, I was not a Facebook person. When I came online, I had 300 people on my friends list. But for me to be successful, I knew that I had to, one, get more friends. I had to connect with more people and things like that. It was things that I know that was necessary for me to do to get to the point where I am now, where I was able to quit my job and, get sales on a daily basis. I had to get out of that comfort zone. So definitely just second what Ben said. You just got to step out it and just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it and take action.
Okay, awesome, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to take like a 2 or 3 minute break, guys, so we can grab a drink. But what I want you to do is while we're grabbing a drink and we're playing some music, I just want you to like show Lindsay some appreciation, and just chime in on this post. I'm just basically saying who thinks that Lindsay is on fire tonight, because I think like Lindsay's answer about like shooting videos was like a really really great answer. But if you feel like Lindsay's giving you major value tonight, then like just chime in on that question while we grab a drink and play some music. We'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes max. I'm just gonna find a song. Can I help you? Okay, guys, we are back. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. What we've got for you right now is we got like a list of nine more questions, something like eight or nine more questions that people asked me yesterday and today that we're going to quickly go through. Um, but let me just, I love engagement on Hangouts, so I'm not more music. And by the way, guys, some of you, I don't know what some of you like thought about the song I just played. I had a bit of cussing in, but I like to be myself on Hangouts. I like listening to Drake. I don't mind some cussing in my music, so I'm gonna let you know, like, if you ever come to my Hangouts, there's a chance that I will play some music with some cussing in. So you know if you're not comfortable with that, then you're probably best not coming to my Hangouts. I like to work with people who like to have fun and who just like to be themselves, guys. So, I'm pretty easygoing and relaxed on my Hangouts. But I want to ask another quick question on Lindsay's page, and that is, what has been your number one takeaway so far? And I'm not talking about like a Chinese buffet. I'm like talking about tip from this Hangout. And then we'll get back into these questions. So, what has been your number one takeaway so far? Let's give it a couple of minutes. Lindsay, like you can just fill in like just for 2 minutes, Lindsay. Actually, tell people a little bit about your background, how you got into marketing, and some things that have happened in the last like 3 to 4 weeks.
Well, I know for me, I came online last year, back in April. I was building a particular business. I was building it offline, and I wanted to leverage my time more because, of course, I had a 9 to 5 job at the time. So to build it offline just seemed totally whack, for lack of a better term. So I came online to try to figure out how to start building my business, how to start getting more leads, how to start making more sales, and leveraging my time better. Um, and I started having some results, on uh, on the internet, but it wasn't enough for me to be able to quit my job, and that was like my ultimate goal was to be able to quit my job, replace my income, and to start traveling more. So the last few months have just been, I mean, just craziness. I went to Dubai for a full week for a mastermind with Angie Long back in January, and then once we came back, I think probably like February, I think it was, we all just started, getting real serious about ILN because this was our home. It just made more sense that, I was going to have more success inside of ILN. I felt really home with the people, the community, everything inside of ILN. So I became more focused in it. I cut out any other income streams that I thought I was promoting at the time and just put all my energy onto ILN. And once I started doing that, that's when, again, my business was exploding. I even, uh, like 1 week, I brought in over 20 or 25 people in 1 week inside of ILN just because I focused and I showed up daily, every single day, and started sleeping less, everything else like that. And since I started doing that 2 weeks ago, I was able to quit my job and pursue building my business full time. And again, I will be traveling more. I'm going to Las Vegas next week. I will be going to DC for a mastermind. So it just has been an amazing um, trip so far. And it's like I said, again, it's all about focus and being consistent and showing up daily and doing the same few things over and over again. And you'll get results. It's just that simple.
Awesome, awesome. It's something, guys. Just like what seriously, like watching like Lindsay being able to quit a job like in the last few weeks has been great because she's just like being able to quit your job. There's no two ways about it. If you can get yourself to a position where you can quit your job and focus full time on your business, it does accelerate your results. It was actually when I got to a point where I'd run out of money and I had to go through 3 days of like not eating on several occasions. That was when I really kind of got focused, and I jacked in my offline business, and I just said, you know what, I've just got to find a way to do this. And within a 7-month period of time, after being online for nearly 3 years, I got to 10K plus per month. I actually had 2 or 3 months in a row where I hit 10K non-residually, and then I had my first 10K residual month with ILN. So it just took me to another level, and it's taken Lindsay to another level too. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into these 8 or 9 questions that we've got. We're going to try and breeze through these because already this hangout's maybe coming up for an hour already. Yeah, we'd like at the 50-minute mark. So first question is, somebody asked me today, what is the best way to drive traffic to your website or your capture page? Lindsay, what's your number one method for driving traffic to your capture page?
It'll have to be, I'm gonna have to say Facebook and YouTube. Those are my number ones right now that I still get a lot of traffic to my my capture pages. And like I had a few people who have been inboxing me in like the last hour who's saying that they've seen the way I've been posting on Facebook. Now I want you guys to take a look at my Facebook profile and look how I am posting on there. I'm not being pitchy at any point on my Facebook profile. I'm showing social proof. I'm showing pictures of my lifestyle, also just motivational quotes, things like that. I'm just giving a variation of posts, and people are becoming interested inside of my business. People have already joined my business while I'm sleeping because they just see how I'm posting on Facebook. They see that I'm very successful and that I'm providing value on my Facebook wall. So again, if you're tight on funds, you need to use Facebook and really learn how to post more effectively and provide value on your Facebook. It really comes down to value, guys. It really does. Like value is your currency in this industry. I heard that somewhere, and it makes total sense. It
is. She's quoting me. She's quoting me.
That was for you?
That was for me. That was just about to say value is currency. That's funny.
So funny.
That's funny. That's funny. She's quoting gurus. No,
that's too funny.
Yeah, value definitely is currency. Value's currency, people. My top way right now is, I post a lot of value on Facebook. I post a lot of lifestyle pictures. What me and Angie are doing right now is awesome. We're just we are being a product of the product. It's amazing. What we got coming next is going to blow you away. When you see what's coming next, you will be blown away, trust me. But my number one way of getting traffic to my website right now is actually solo ads. You get to a point in your business where you can trade money for more time freedom. So what I do right now is I invest 20% each week of my 10K monthly income back into paid traffic, and that, I think one day in an 8-hour period of time I got 17 new team members through methods I was using, and that's what having a little bit of money allows you to do, guys. It allows you to scale up faster. When you get on board with Lindsay, if you're not in ILN already, and you get on board with Lindsay today, the first thing you're going to get from her is a free Facebook graph search message, which is going to show you how to get unlimited targeted leads for your business. When you go to the pro level, she's going to show you more advanced stuff like YouTube, probably give you her exact posting routine. So, she's got some powerful stuff for you when you're ready to invest and get serious, and she's ready to get more serious with you and give you some more advanced stuff. So Facebook, YouTube, solo ads. Okay, next question is, I think I'm answering this one, and this is, how do you use Google Hangouts to drive traffic? How do you use Google Hangouts to drive traffic? That's really simple. What I do is when I'm making a Hangout, there's a teaching inside of ILM which shows you how to invite all of your contacts with a couple of clicks of a button. So what I do is I create a Google Hangout, and then I create a Facebook event, and I invite all of my contacts, and I drive all of my contacts to the Hangout, I record the Hangout. I then post the Hangout to my list. And actually, before I start the Hangout, I actually post Hangout details on my wall. And in that way, I'm driving mass traffic to my Hangout from Facebook and from my list and from YouTube. And when I edit this video after, I will have a link to either my Facebook page or my capture page, my sales funnel that leads into the particular business that I'm promoting. And that's how you use Hangouts to drive mass traffic. So when you do Hangouts, you're driving traffic from YouTube, Facebook, and your email list all at the same time if you have an email list. You can also go ahead and post like your Hangout recording on Twitter, on IBO Toolbox, and on any other social media site you can think of. You can put it on your blog. These are all ways where you can just drive traffic en masse just from doing a Hangout. And the great thing is about a Hangout is it's recorded, it's there forever. In another 6 months, I can go back through my Hangouts and I can post this out again, because in 6 months people will have forgotten about this Hangout, and you can just keep reusing old material again and again and again and again. And that's the power of recording videos and using leverage. So I'm covering that one because Lindsay told me before this she was clueless about that. So
No, I just wrote that down what you said though.
yeah, so I know that Lindsay's going to start applying that now because Lindsay's smart enough to do that. So I hope you guys wrote that down too. Here's a question then for you to answer, Lindsay. How do you tell if you have a quality prospect? How can you tell if you're talking to a quality person?
I know for me, usually when like the last few days when I've been connecting with people, I can just kind of tell a few of these people have just been really eager to want to do better in their business. As far as like, hey, I'm in a current business, but I just want to do, I know it's my responsibility to take action and move forward inside of my business, but I just need a little bit more guidance as far as like, Facebook training or how to connect with people through messaging and things like that. So I know for me, that's definitely an idea of a quality prospect right there for me. What about for you?
Me, kind of similar. If I can tell if I'm talking to a quality prospect, normally because if I've approached them, then normally they are very open and responsive to the solutions that I'm offering them.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they've approached me, they'll simply come in my inbox and they'll say, hey Ben, I've been online for a while, I can see you're crushing it, and I really want to learn from you. Where can I go to get some value from you? What can you teach me? It's as simple as that. And that's how you're dealing with a quality person. If you're dealing with a person that's going to be bad for business, they tend to have like an I know it all type of attitude, and that type of person, what you want to do is you want to really move on quickly, keep providing value on your Facebook wall, on your YouTube channel, and to your list, and at some stage some of those people will realize, actually, I need your solutions, and they'll come back to you with a different attitude. Don't stress about it, don't get pissed off with people, just really be proactive and let them come to their own conclusions that they really need to work with you as a leader. So
Absolutely.
Next question is, this is a good question. Lindsay, in your opinion, what's the best way, or how do you get your team to duplicate your results?
Okay, so I know that, again, I think it was April, that was my explosive month inside of my business. So what I did was I made sure I documented what I was doing during that month. That was helping me to get sales. So now that, my team is getting bigger, because I documented what I did, I just basically give them what I wrote down that gave me results. Okay, so I know that on these days I was sending out 100 messages to people. So of course that's what I'm going to tell my new team members to do. Everything that I was doing to get results daily is exactly what I tell my team members. Even if I was posting in groups manually, or I was using Hootsuite to post in groups and it was getting me results, I tell them the same exact thing. So definitely you want to document your results. Like if this particular method got you 5 leads from Facebook, write that down and document everything that you do so you can provide it to your new team members so they'll know how to get 5 leads from Facebook, how to get a sale using just Facebook groups and things like that.
Yeah, awesome. Now, Lindsay's basically doing what I mean. It was Angie that taught me and Lindsay a lot of what we know. And Angie came to both of us. She had a plan of what had worked. She knew it worked. She
Hmm.
passed it on to us. We got success with it. We also got success using some of our own methods, and we just passed on that info to our new team members. Now, something else I do to cause like mass duplication in my business is, in my business, I concentrate on the action takers and I completely ignore the people who do nothing. And some of you guys right now, like, I see you chase everybody in your team, and you are better off giving 10 hours of your time to one person that's ready to be serious than 10 hours of your time to 10 people who just are still like not hungry enough. So focus completely on the action takers, guys. That doesn't mean that you have to be rude or ignorant to people who are not ready yet. Be polite, but just don't like spend too much time with non-action takers. Completely focus on the action takers in your downline, even if you've only got one or two. Giving your time to them will be the smartest thing you can do, because they're the people that are going to make you a lot of money. So, okay, we will move on. What is the best strategy for an automatic email follow-up series? Is this one I was going to answer, Lindsay?
Yeah, this all you.
Okay, so best strategy for an automatic email follow-up series is this. I only actually have one email follow-up in my email series. So when somebody enters their details into my capture page, they're sent just one follow-up by me. It's just a very simple, thanks for taking the time for joining my list and looking at my business. I just want you to know that it's people like you. I'm here to help. When you get set up with whatever I'm promoting, please come and connect with me on Facebook. I'm more of a daily broadcast person than a follow-up series guy. But here's what to do if you want to create an effective follow-up series, which I'm in the process of doing. You want to send out about 30 to 40 broadcasts. I would recommend 2 emails a day, and I'd say, you know, one in between 7 and 9 a.m. to your list in whatever time zone they're living in, and one between 7 and 9 p.m. at night. And what you want to do is send out 30 or 40 like daily broadcasts, and then you want to go back through those 30 or 40 broadcasts, and you want to select the broadcasts which have got the highest open rate, and you want to add them to like a 7 to 14 email follow-up series. So take your best like 14 emails after you've sent out 30 or 40 broadcasts and add them to a follow-up series, and you want to send that follow-up series out to people over maybe like a anywhere from a 7 to 28-day period of time. Stagger it out over 7 to 28 days. That's how I am beginning to create an effective email follow-up series. Now, a follow-up series is more advantageous than a broadcast in some ways, because let's say you're going on vacation and you don't really feel like doing a lot in your business that week. You can pre-schedule a follow-up series, and your autoresponder can send out emails for you, and you can be getting sign-ups while you're just like chilling on the beach and just having a great time. So follow-up series definitely have a place, but before you go ahead and create a follow-up series, send out 30 to 40 broadcasts, and then go back and just pick your best 7 to 14 broadcasts, put them in a follow-up series, and then send them out. Does that make sense to you, Lindsay?
It does to me, and I wrote it down.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to move on then. Next question is, how do you entice people to ask you about your business? Lindsay, how do you entice people to ask you about your business? I think you pretty much answered this already, but you might just
Yeah.
want to clarify again.
Yeah, like I said, just providing value daily, consistently, and multiple times throughout the day on Facebook is the best way to entice people to want to know more about your business and figure out what you're doing. Um, Like I said, it's the best way. I remember in other companies I used to be in, like offline marketing, I used to, ask the warm market, ask your friends and family. And, they told me the no, they didn't answer the phone. And now, because I've been providing value, showing lifestyle pictures and videos and things like that, I have friends and family joining my business or asking me what it is that I'm doing to make money. So, again,
Yeah.
provide value.
Awesome, awesome. Same for me, like in the last, I mean, recently, he won't mind me saying this, I know he's on this hangout as well, or he was a few minutes ago. My brother joined me in my business. Now, my brother's watched me over the last 3 years. He's watched me go from complete broke to like recently hitting over 10K plus figures. And, he just said to me quite honestly, he'd looked around, he'd tried multiple things, but in the end, he saw that I was crushing it, and he would be an idiot not to just copy what I was doing. I know
Right.
that was a very humbling moment for me when my big brother, my older brother, decided that he would follow my lead in business. It was an amazing moment because I want him to live this lifestyle too. I want him to be at
Right.
six figures. I want him to be able to come and visit me in the Bahamas or wherever I am in the world over the next 12 months. My mum and her husband to be, she's getting married tomorrow. Again, my mum is. They were both skeptical of me for the last couple of years, and they recently both said to me, "We're blown away by what you've been able to do in your business, and we're confident that you're going to make $1 million." They believe I'm going to make $1 million. And it's a great feeling when other people who have doubted you in the past come back to you and start joining your business and saying that they believe in you. So
Right.
um, here's a question I think I need to answer. It's how to set up a sales funnel for high ticket offers. Okay, you set up a sales funnel for high ticket offers in the same way, really, as you set up a sales funnel for a low ticket offer, guys. You get lead pages, you create a custom capture page, you learn how to do copywriting skills on that custom capture page. You find that particular high ticket offer you want to promote, and you drive traffic to it. That is kind of a basic way of doing it. Now, if you want to get more technical, and you want to do something that I believe probably is a little bit more effective, then what you do is on your first page you give away something for free because people are looking for solutions in this industry. And then maybe when you give them some free solutions, you can say on the next page, "Hey guys, I've given you like this solution, but here's like a $19 product which will help you do this a lot faster." So that you maybe give them like a cheap yet effective $7, $10, $19, $25 products, and then off the back end of that, once they've brought that product and once they see that that product's produced results, you begin following up with them with higher ticket offers. Is this making sense to you, Lindsay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, it's the principles are very much the same, guys. You don't really need to go out there and find specialist traffic. Wherever you're sourcing your traffic for right now will be fine, so long as your traffic is coming from the make money online niche. You don't want to be sourcing traffic that's interested in pet products. If you're an online person trying to make money, that would be ridiculous. So make sure you're sourcing people who are into making money online, and just get lead pages, guys. And it's just very, very, very simple. If any of you want to know more info on that, then that is something that we teach to our TLA members inside of ILN. Again, go ahead and contact Lindsay if you want to know more about TLA. She'll tell you the ins and outs of that. So I can as well, guys, shoot a tutorial to explain that in more detail because that was a very rushed answer. And if any of you want to see a tutorial on that, just post me a message to my inbox, and when I get a few hours, I'll put a tutorial together for you. So, two more questions, guys, and then we're done. How do you overcome the challenges when you're an up-and-coming entrepreneur? So, Lindsay, what were some of the challenges you have faced as an up-and-coming entrepreneur, and how have you overcome those challenges?
Um, of course, my challenges were where to get leads, how to get traffic, um, just basic online marketing skills for me. How I was able to overcome them was I got me a mentor. As soon as I got me a mentor, I seen someone who had the results that I wanted. I just latched on to that person. That person was Angie Long. I latched on to her. I watched any video that she had. I watched every video that she made, and like I said, got myself a mentor, and it helped me to, yes, focus on what I need to do, but it helped me to take the little shortcuts, if you will, to get faster results inside of my business. So to me, that's the best answer for me. You need to search and find a mentor. Um, a lot of us, I even made the mistake before, we want to start a business online and you just join under anybody without doing your research. Do your research, find yourself a mentor. It is very, very key inside of this business.
Yeah, Lindsay's just like nailed it. I would just say the same. She said something which I tried. I nearly like spat on my computer and laughed out loud then. And the reason is this: would you ever dream of getting into business with somebody in the offline world without checking out their credentials first? No, you'd never do it. And yet I know so many people who come online, they click on anybody's link, they then get somebody who is like a sponsor who is hiding away in the witness protection program. And then what happens later is 2 weeks later they inbox me and ask me if they can join my team because they're not getting the help that they need. And then unfortunately in a lot of circumstances I have to say no. However, you can invest in my $9.97 coaching package, because once you join somebody's business, if you join somebody else in ILN, guys, then after you've joined them, that's it. You've joined them. You can't switch and swap around. It's frowned upon in this industry, and I don't like seeing it done at all. I know, so if you're already in ILN tonight, you can't really join me or Lindsay. If you're not in ILN, go and join Lindsay. However, there is a solution. If you're in ILN tonight on this website and you want to work with Lindsay, she doesn't know this yet, but she is going to have in the next few days. She's going to get like a little coaching package together, and like you can work with Lindsay for 30 days for $4.97. $4.97, 30 days. She'll give you a 1 hour Skype per week over a 4-week period of time, and she'll teach you the methods she's using that have allowed her to like leave a job. That is the only other way. So if you pick the wrong sponsor, and I say sponsor because if they're not helping you, then that's what you pick to sponsor rather than a mentor. Your other solution is invest in Lindsay's coaching package, and she'll give you the help you need. So guys, it is so important that you do pick the right mentor. As soon as I saw Angie Long, I knew that I'd found the right mentor. What I didn't know is and this is crazy, you never know where a relationship is going to go, seriously. Imagine if I'd picked somebody else and I hadn't done my research. Do you know what I mean? Me and Angie have literally made thousands together, and we've helped hundreds and hundreds, if not going into thousands of people now. So it's essential. It's essential, guys. Take your time, do a little bit of research, and get on board with the right person. So last question tonight is this. Lindsay, what are some of the essential online tools you feel are needed to run a successful business?
For me, I know even when I had my full-time job, I still always was wanting to keep my costs down, but I wanted tools that would help me leverage my time. So definitely get an auto poster. You can get with me. I can let you know about an auto poster that I use, but definitely Hootsuite is free. Okay, that's a great way for you. So if you're away from at work, or you're with the kids, or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and schedule out your posts days in advance using Hootsuite, again, for free, and you're always going to be providing value on your Facebook, and you're essentially running your business even though you're away from your computer. So that's definitely one of the tools that I use. And then also I used a YouTube product. I'm not sure how that's going right now, Ben.
Latest on that is for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to go into it too much, but
Right.
guys, they're like haters in life who do not like seeing you when you're successful. And Angie had a great product which would automate your YouTube marketing. Unfortunately, right now somebody's been trying to fraud her out of money. I don't want to dwell on a negative, guys, but we're getting to the bottom of that, and we're actually, when I get to the States, we're probably going to relaunch YouTube Explosion Codes. There's going to be a YT Code 2.0, so that's something to look forward to. But yeah, over the next, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to probably be up and running with something along those lines again. So, Lindsay, privately though, if people want to come to you and they want to grab the software, then privately, obviously, you can talk to people and let them know what software you're using. I'm not going to mention it on the Hangout because it kind of compromises the product. So
Yeah, I don't want to do that at all. But like I said, I really aim for tools that leverage my time. That's what I
yeah,
aim for. If you're on a tight schedule, then you want tools that will help automate your business, of course. But I kept my tools very minimum. I didn't go spend out. I used to do that. I used to go spend so much money on all these tools, and I wasted a lot of money. So I ended up just working with tools, and that's it. Everything else was just free Facebook marketing and being consistent.
yeah. And I was the same as Lindsay, probably worse. You know, tools to me were like what a crack is to a heroin addict. Seriously, I had tools to run my tools.
Yep.
Seriously, I had everything. I was spending a ton of money on tools. Most of the tools I had I wasn't even using. I just bought loads of tools, and literally now, guys, the only tool I use in my business right now is an autoresponder. I don't do anything else, and yet I've got tons of automation in my business because something I've tapped into is other people's energy and other people's time and other people's money and other people's marketing. So I've got a big team now, and so the people in my team are like my real life tools. Does that make sense? So
Right.
there are a couple of softwares that I'm probably going to start using again soon, but for now, I'm just keeping things very, very simple. And it's surprising that just keeping things simple has really brought me the most success. It has. Automation is key, but don't try and run before you can walk. Start off with the basics, and as your income and experience grows, then your list of tools and outsourcing that can grow too. But guys, don't go out there straight away and buy 100 different tools and softwares because you'll just go broke, guys. You'll run out of
Yep.
money. You seriously will. I got to a point in my business where I was so broke where I had to cancel all my tools, including Hootsuite. I just couldn't afford to run anything anymore. So you don't want to go down that line at all. Okay, well, we're finished for the evening. We're going to come back on Facebook now. If you do have any more questions tonight, then post them on Lindsay's wall, and we'll get to those questions within like the next hour or so. And guys, just once again, if you've enjoyed this hangout, then show Lindsay some love on a page. You don't need to go to my page because I do these hangouts like 3-4 times a week. And if you're going to get on board with Island tonight, go talk to Lindsay. She's like an awesome leader. She's up and coming in this industry. I'm convinced that before the end of this year, she's going to hit 6 figures. I really am convinced. I can just see the momentum that she's got going in a business, and it's awesome, guys. So, Lindsay, have you got any final words to say before we end this hangout?
No, I'm pretty much good. I'm just, very thankful and grateful that you all tuned in tonight, and hopefully you found everything that, me and Ben shared here helpful. And again, just keep everything simple to get the most results. Minimum, maximum. Keep everything simple and minimum to get the maximum results. And you'll have success. It's just that simple.
You heard it here, guys. Minimum, maximum. Keep it simple. Get awesome results. No need to say any more than that. We'll catch you back on Facebook. Laters, guys.
Bye.